Tonight, there's a new Splash Brother in town because tonight we're reviewing this Steph Curry's whiskey, Gentleman's Cut.
Oh, yeah!
Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. Tonight, we are cracking open this bottle that I know nothing about. As the night progresses, I'm going to learn more and more about this whiskey, and we're going to go super deep from extra long range. I picked up this bottle of Gentleman's Cut just last week, $64.99. Did I pick it up because I was expecting to be overwhelmed by it? No. Unless this is surprisingly good, I'm going to sign it to a lifetime contract in my garage, and I'm going to take a couple sips of it and then cut it like it's Mac McClung. But I will do it nicely. It will be a gentleman's cut. Poor Mac. America. I'll have to find that later. Gentleman's Cut, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Pretty sure that's Steph Curry's signature right there. Pretty sure that's an embossed autograph. And underneath it, it says Game Changer. I suppose there's nothing wrong with a little confidence in a gentleman. Distilled, aged, and bottled in Boone County, Kentucky. 90 proof. It's got a nice feely label. You can just like touch it and it's like kind of nice. It's kind of nice to touch. I've learned over the years that life is best enjoyed in the close company of others. That's my Steph Curry voice. It's also my own voice. It's those moments of celebrating a milestone, enjoying endless laughter into the evening, or simply an unpredictable night of carrying on that makes for a memory you can always reflect on. One paragraph down and we don't know anything about the whiskey. That's totally fine. I've long found that these unforgettable evenings are often best enjoyed with a rich and nuanced bourbon in hand, which is why I'm proud to have helped carefully craft a new signature Kentucky straight bourbon, aged at least 5 years and helmed in Boone County, helmed in Boone County. Our masterful mash bill of 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% malted barley delivers a seamless sip of honey, fresh vanilla bean, and rich caramel on the palate. I'm the world's top whiskey taster, I'll be the judge of that. The rye element engages earthy and spicy notes, while the dash of barley offers bold touches of cocoa and toast. At 90 proof, this whiskey is polished and smooth. And what that means is that they added a bunch of water to it to polish it. We hope you enjoy this special bottle of bourbon that I'm proud to put my stamp on. As your bridge connections bring people together and enjoy life's greatest pleasures, like gentlemen. Wardell, Stephen Curry. I'm guessing that Del Curry is named Wardell also, but he just went with the Del. If my name was Wardell, I would probably go with War. I would be War Porter, and I would never lose a battle. Except for with obesity. So this is a 75-21-4 Kentucky straight bourbon. It is distilled by Boone County Distillers, and it is a minimum of 5 years old. A good gentleman always gets a good SJ, a good spin job, a good swirl job, a swirl job so pure you don't have to call glass. The nose on Gentleman's Cut? Okay, the Boone County stuff that I'm familiar with has always been sourced. I don't recall ever knowingly tasting anything that was distilled by Boone County. This is a very peculiar and obscure nose. Man, in one of my more recent videos, I remember saying I was getting a melon note on a whiskey, like a muskmelon or a cantaloupe. That note on the nose of that particular whiskey was so subtle compared to the melon I'm getting on this. And if there's anything I like more than whiskey, it's melons. It's like the rind of a melon. Every bit of me wants to call this a young, crafty whiskey, except for the little bit of me that doesn't. And that part of me is really going to work on thinking. It's like melons and sweetgrass. Kind of smells like that. Oh, it kind of smells like a green smoothie. Have you ever made a green smoothie with like kale and lettuce and a variety of fruits and vegetables, and you just blended the balls out of it, and then you smelled it before you drank it, and when you smelled it, you were like, wow, that smells like vitamins. This kind of smells like a green smoothie, if a green smoothie could get you pretty shit-faced. It is ultra vegetal, super vegetal. There are some sweet characteristics coming out of here, but they're not like sugary sweets. It's not like a voluptuous, giant red fruit sweetness. It's not candy sweetness. It's kind of like an earthy sweetness. I know that these basketball players also enjoy themselves a bit of wine, and I know that there are some earthy tones that come through with a lot of wines, and I'm wondering if that is what Steph Curry likes about this. It is very earthy. And the crazy thing is, when I poured it into the glass, I could smell it just pouring it. While I was pouring it, I was like, this smells different. I've never smelled a whiskey that smelled so much like salad in my life. It's like arugula. Now, I don't know a ton about vegetables, but I do have a friend who's an expert in arugula. So I'm gonna bring in the expert. Does it smell like arugula? Does it smell like arugula? You sure it doesn't smell vegetal? You're sure? Alright. Peppa's got a nose that's like 20 times stronger than a human's nose. Smells vegetal to me. Holy crap. That pig is shedding weight more rapidly than Zion Williamson during a contract negotiation. Holy shit. Gentleman's cut down the hatch. Huh. That is freaking kind of good. My expectations for Gentleman's Cut were extremely low. Why would they be low? Because it's a celebrity bourbon and 90 proof and celebrity bourbon. But the palate on this is ultra unique and weirdly very complex. I don't want to get too excited because it was the first sip. Second sip. I can't believe that's only 90 proof. That is full-bodied and oily and delicious. This isn't your typical traditional Kentucky bourbon. This is wild. This is kind of funky and kind of fresh. It's like a Sean Marion jump shot. Super unorthodox, but unexpectedly good. I need to further explore this. America. It does have this youthful, grain-like, grassy note to it. And normally when I smell that, it's an immediate turnoff. But then there are some other notes on the nose that are extremely inviting and attractive. Like a lady who's hit the gym 5 days in a row, hasn't showered, but put on Burberry perfume 3 days ago. Just day after day after day of leg extensions. But she's putting off some pheromones. Every time I sip this, I'm expecting it to be thin and dissipate quickly. It's 90 proof. But instead what I'm getting is this super oily, thick, friggin' thick, bulbous, voluptuous, full-bodied mouthfeel. The viscosity and mouthfeel on this is exactly what I look for in a low-proof whiskey. This is a full experience whiskey at sub 100 proof. I don't know what this tastes like at barrel strength, but it's probably a big boy. Probably a big boy. The vegetal notes and the melon notes and the sweetgrass notes on the nose, they transition to the palate in the best of ways. The front of the palate is a bit malty. It's a bit malt forward. Then that malty note kind of transitions into floral and fruit flavors, but not your traditional bourbon fruits. We're talking like melons and like cucumbers and shit like that. Again, every single sip I take of it, I'm blown away by its complexity and its viscosity. That, holy shit. There was a, oh, there's a guinea pig hair in my throat. That sip got spicier, like cinnamon, and then red fruity like raspberry. At the end of the day, unexpectedly, Gentleman's Cut is a legitimate, serious bourbon. This is, for 90 proof, a big time home run. This is really, really good. I came into this review very skeptical. I came into it expecting not a lot. When I poured it into the glass and got the aromas of this weirdness and this uniqueness, I was like, this is not going to be good. This is gonna be a bad review. I was completely wrong. I think I'm gonna have to retaste this over and over again to make sure that I'm not steering you, my audience, in the wrong direction. But upon first tasting of Gentleman's Cut, 8.2, which is insane. 8.2 is an insane score for a 5-year, 90 proof, $65 bourbon. That's going to do it for the video. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. Damn it, subscribe to the channel. I want 100,000 subscribers like Steph Curry wanted to go 73-9 to beat that record of that BS Bulls team from back in the 90s. Friggin' nobodies. My 73-9 season is 100,000 subscribers. So please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe and leave a comment down below. Have you had Gentleman's Cut? Or if you haven't, have you had any of the Boone County distillate, their bourbon? And I challenged Steph Curry to come out with the Gentleman's Uncut, which is the same stuff at barrel proof. Barrel strength Gentleman's Cut, friggin' do it. That would be a absolute banger. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on having fun with a video once in a while. And pouring a glass from half quart and totally swishing it. The crowd went wild. They loved it. One time in high school, I went 0 for 13 from the three-point line. And Coach Prosnick said, keep shooting. They'll eventually fall. And they did not. They did not ever start falling. They didn't ever fall. The first 5 or 6 threes were contested. I had a hand in my face. The next 6 or 7, they were wide open. They knew I was gonna miss. And they were correct. I missed. That is why they replaced Coach Prosnick. Pretty sure. I once had 19 points in the first half of a JV game though, and Coach Prosnick saw potential. The second half was a different story, and they kind of locked me down. They locked me down by guarding me.